Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. I have just been, running up and down the stairs trying to find our book. We're starting today, so that was pretty important. It's raining here where I am, so it's just kind of a really nice day to uh, wrap up in some covers and maybe do some reading and stuff like that. So this is perfect. Last week we did something pretty important. We finished our very first chapter book. So that is exciting. So we're ready to get started on number 2, The Enormous Crocodile. It's big, it's green, and very, very hungry. This is by Roald Dahl. And if you recognize that name, it's because you may have read some other books like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or one of my personal favorites, Matilda. So here we go. This is The Enormous Crocodile, and the pictures are by Quentin Blake. To Sophie. In the biggest, brownest, muddiest river in Africa, 2 crocodiles lay with their heads just above the water. One of the crocodiles was enormous. The other was not so big. Do you know what I would like for my lunch today? The enormous crocodile asked. No, the not so big one said. What? The enormous crocodile grinned, showing hundreds of sharp, white teeth. For my lunch today, he said, I would like a nice, juicy little child. I never eat children, the not so big one said, only fish. Ho, 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 cried the enormous crocodile. I bet if you saw a fat, juicy little child paddling up in the water over there at this very moment, you'd gulp him down in one gallop. No, I wouldn't, the not so big one said. Children are too tough and chewy. They are tough and chewy and nasty and bitter. Tough and chewy, cried the enormous crocodile. Nasty and bitter? What awful tummy rot you talk. They are juicy and yummy. Let's see these guys. Oh, that is a lot of teeth. They taste so bitter, the not so big one said. You have to cover them with sugar before you can eat them. Children are bigger than fish, said the enormous crocodile. You get bigger helpings. You are greedy, the not so big one said. You're the greediest croc in the whole river. I'm the bravest croc in the whole river, said the enormous crocodile. I'm the only one who dares to leave the water and go to the jungle, to the town, to look for little children to eat. You've only done that once, snorted the not so big one. And what happened then? They all saw you coming and ran away. Ah, but today when I go, they won't see me at all, said the enormous crocodile. Of course they'll see you, the not so big one said. You're so enormous and ugly. They'll see you from miles away. The enormous crocodile grinned again, and his terrible sharp teeth sparkled like knives in the sun. Nobody will see me, he said, because this time I've thought up secret plans and clever tricks. Clever tricks, cried the not so big one. You've never done anything clever in your life. You're the stupidest croc in the whole river. I'm the cleverest croc in the whole river, the enormous crocodile answered. For my lunch today, I shall feast upon a fat, juicy little child, while you lie here in the river feeling hungry. Goodbye. The enormous crocodile swam to the side of the river and crawled out of the water. A gigantic creature was standing in the slimy, oozy mud in the riverbank. It was Humpy Rumpy, the hippopotamus. Hello, hello, said Humpy Rumpy. Where on earth are you off to at this time of day? I have secret plans and clever tricks, said the crocodile. Oh dear, said Humpy Rumpy. I'll bet you're going to do something horrid. The enormous crocodile grinned at Humpy Rumpy and said, I'm going to fill my hungry, empty tummy with something yummy, 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 yummy. What's so yummy? Asked Humpy Rumpy. Try to guess, said the crocodile. It's something that walks on two legs. You don't mean, said Humpy Rumpy, you don't really mean you're going to eat a little child? Of course I am, said the crocodile. Oh, you horrid, greedy, grumptious brute, cried Humpy Rumpy. I hope you get caught and cooked and turned into crocodile soup. The enormous crocodile laughed out loud at Humpy Rumpy. Then he waddled off into the jungle. Inside the jungle, he met Trunky, the elephant. Other way, right in front of his face. Trunky was nibbling the leaves from the top of a tall tree, and he didn't notice the crocodile at first. So the crocodile bit him on the leg. Ow! Said Trunky in his big, deep voice. Oh, let's try that again. Oh, said Trunky in his big, deep voice. Who did that? Oh, it's you, is it, you beastly crocodile? Why don't you go back to the big, brown, muddy river where you belong? I have secret plans and clever tricks, said the crocodile. You mean you've got nasty plans and nasty tricks, said Trunky. You've never done a nice thing in your life. The enormous crocodile grinned up at Trunky and said, I'm off to find a yummy child for lunch. Keep listening, and you'll hear the bones go crunch. Oh, you wicked, beastly beast, said Trunky. Oh, you foul and filthy fiend. I hope you get squashed and squished and sizzled and boiled up into crocodile stew. The enormous crocodile laughed out loud, ha ha ha, and disappeared into the thick jungle. Who's next? A bit farther on, he met Mugglewump the monkey. Mugglewump was sitting in a tree eating nuts. Hello, Crocky, said Mugglewump. What are you up to now? I have clever plans. Oh, secret plans and clever tricks, said the crocodile. Would you like some nuts? Asked Mugglewump. I have better things to eat than nuts, sniffed the crocodile. I didn't think there was anything better than nuts, said Mugglewump. Aha, said the enormous crocodile. The sort of things that I'm going to eat have fingers, toenails, arms, and legs and feet. Mugglewump went pale and began to shake all over. You aren't really going to gobble up a little child, are you? He said. Of course I am, said the crocodile, clothes and all. They taste better with the clothes on. Oh, you horrid, hoggish croc, cried Mugglewump. You slimy, creepy creature. I hope the buttons and the buckles all get stuck in your throat and choke you to death. The crocodile grinned up at Mugglewump and said, I eat monkeys too. And quick as a flash, with one big bite of his huge jaws, he bit through the tree that Mugglewump was sitting in, and down it came. But just in time, Mugglewump jumped into the next tree and swung away through the branches. Oh, Mugglewump. A bit farther on, the enormous crocodile met the roly-poly bird. The roly-poly bird was building a nest in an orange tree. Hello there, enormous crocodile, sang the roly-poly bird. We don't often see you up here in the jungle. Ah, said the crocodile, I have secret plans and clever tricks. I hope it's not something nasty, sang the roly-poly bird. Nasty, cried the crocodile. Of course it's not nasty. It's delicious. It's luscious. It's super. It's muscious. It's duper. It's better than rotten old fish. You mash it and munch it. You chew it and crunch it. It's lovely to hear it go squish. It must be berries, sang the roly-poly bird. Berries are my favorite food in the world. Is it raspberries, perhaps? Or could it be strawberries? The enormous crocodile laughed so much his teeth rattled together like pennies in a piggy bank. Crocodiles don't eat berries, he said. We eat little boys and girls, and sometimes we eat roly-poly birds as well. Very quickly, the crocodile reached up and snapped his jaws at the roly-poly bird. He just missed the bird, but he managed to catch hold of the long, beautiful feathers in its tail. The roly-poly bird gave a shriek of terror and shot straight up into the air, leaving its tail feathers behind in the enormous crocodile's mouth. At last, the enormous crocodile came out of the other side of the jungle into the sunshine. He could see the town not far away. Ho, ho, he said, talking aloud to himself. Ha, ha! That walk through the jungle has made me hungrier than ever. One child isn't going to be nearly enough for me today. I won't be full up until I've eaten at least 3 juicy children. He started to creep forward toward the town. The enormous crocodile crept over to a place where he had a lot of coconut trees, where there were a lot of coconut trees. He knew that children from the town often came here looking for coconuts. The trees were too tall for them to climb, but there were always some coconuts on the ground that had fallen down. The enormous crocodile quickly began to collect all the coconuts that were lying on the ground. He also gathered together several fallen branches. Now for clever trick number 1, he whispered to himself. It won't be long before I'm eating the first part of my lunch. Okay. I'm going to stop there on a little bit of a cliffhanger. We'll come back next time and see if his trick number 1 has worked. This book is really kind of exciting. I like all the fancy words they use to describe how tasty the children are going to be. So I hope you're enjoying it. Before we go, I wanted to let you guys know I made it to a very special place yesterday called the library. I'm sure you've heard of it. And if you didn't know, your adults can take you there and you can get your very own library card too. And it will allow you to check out all kinds of neat books. They also have some of the things that you may not know that is at the library are you can check out videos. You can check out, they have a program where you can check out a day pass for your family to go. It kind of works a little bit like Sunflower Summer, and you can go around to the different venues that we have here in Wichita, like Exploration Place, Sedgwick County Zoo, and so much more. You can check out, I think I said VHS tapes. They've got a 3D printer. You can even set up a time to go in and use a sewing machine. You just have to provide your own materials. So I have always been a huge fan of the library. And if you can get there, if you haven't been there yet, I highly recommend it. While I was there, I found some good books. Last week, I recorded I Am Money. And this was a really good introduction to financial literacy and how to have money, save it, spend it. And if you're ready for the next step, this is a book I found called Money, How to Save, Spend, and Manage Your Money. This is not by the same author, but it says it's created by Basher and written by Dr. Jacob Field. And inside, I really love how they break this up. They've got some great pictures. Each couple of pages has kind of a different money concept. Budgeting, that's important. So like I said, if you're ready to go to the next step in learning about money, I highly recommend this book. A few other ones that I got that I'm excited to either record or share with you is Civics, Democracy Rules. This is also by Basher and written by Shannon Weber. So you'll notice that the pictures are pretty similar. They've got one concept per page for you to learn about. Awesome. Okay, understanding your role in elections. I know a lot of you may not be old enough to vote yet, but when it comes time, you play a really important part in our democracy. Okay, another one, I haven't read it yet, so I'll check it out. My American Story, Power for the People, and Making the Rules. So I hope you had fun with the start of our book. I hope you make it to the library soon. And until next time, bye.